Okay, personas. This is a popular and very important idea in prompting. ChatGPT has learned by ingesting a huge amount of information, like a ridiculously huge amount. This means it's able to answer a question in a variety of different ways and different perspectives. We often don't want just a general answer to a question. We may want a question answered from a certain perspective, and this makes a huge difference in the responses. So instead of asking ChatGPT to just answer the question in any way, it's often more useful to want to know the answer from a certain perspective, and this is where a persona comes in. So in your prompt, you could say, okay, you are a child psychologist. Give me 5 tips on how to help my son improve his math skills. And we did that in ChatGPT, and the first reply was to create a positive learning environment. Children often mirror the attitudes towards subjects that they see in their parents or caregivers. Show enthusiasm and a positive attitude towards math. So that's from the perspective of a child psychologist. Or you could say, from a different persona, you could say, okay, you are an expert math teacher. So that's the persona, the math teacher. Now give us 5 tips on how to help my son improve his math skills. So the same thing. And the first reply when we did it that way was it said, understand the basics. Ensure your son has a strong grasp of basic math concepts, as these are the building blocks for more advanced topics. So you're asking it the same question, but you're saying answer it from a different perspective. That's the persona thing. Or you could combine personas. You could say, you are now an expert math teacher who is also a motivational coach and who loves instilling discipline. Give me 5 tips on how to help my son improve his math skills. And then we asked ChatGPT for 5 more personas to help answer the question in case we couldn't think of any. So they came up with a world famous chess grandmaster, a successful entrepreneur in the educational technology sector, a cognitive neuroscientist with expertise in learning and memory, a famous historical mathematician like Isaac Newton, a mindfulness coach who integrates academic learning with mental wellness techniques. So these are more specific, more involved personas, but they can give you some examples. So some other good ones in different contexts could be a lawyer, a marketing expert, a coach, a boss, a teacher, a best friend, or a psychologist. So just remember, when you're asking ChatGPT for an answer, it's always a good idea to think, do you want the answer from a certain perspective, and then just tell it that to answer it from some persona.